Excellencies, Honourable Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, fellow ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's both an honor and a profound privilege for me to address you tonight on the occasion of the 35th anniversary of the restoration, and the emphasis is the restoration of the Republic of Somaliland's independence. 35 years ago, on 18 May 1991, the people of Somaliland made a historic and courageous decision to reclaim their sovereignty following immense suffering and destruction. From the ruins of war and persecution, they chose peace over revenge. They chose reconciliation over division, and they chose nation building over despair. We believe that history has vindicated our decision to withdraw from the failed union with Somalia and restore Somaliland's sovereignty. Had we remained part of Somalia, instead of celebrating 35 years of peace and stability and good governance, our people would almost certainly have been trapped in the same cycle as you see in Cisho, the cycle of insecurity, terrorism, corruption, instability that has mired and devastated Somalia for decades. So history has proven us right. They say one bad apple can ruin an entire basket, and we understood that. Somaliland understood that to preserve peace and stability and accountable governance, we had to separate ourselves from the cycle of violence and mayhem which has been consuming Somalia ever since. The decision reflected the will of our people and their inalienable right to self-determination has been vindicated, as I said, by the passage of time and has safeguarded the future of our nation. What Somaliland has achieved over the past 3.5 decades has been truly remarkable. Only those who have visited will know the extent, and especially where it came from. Without recognition, international recognition for most of its modern history, with limited resources, Somaliland succeeded in building functioning institutions, maintaining peace and stability, and conducting credible and competitive elections. Elections which have no disputes, but the winner is elected and those opposition parties accept the results. We have been fostering dialogue and peaceful coexistence in a region affected by conflict. This achievement belongs first and foremost to the people of Qaarada and their resilience and determination of my people. Today, Somaliland stands as a beacon of stability and responsible partnership in the Horn of Africa. And ladies and gentlemen, the tide is now shifting. December 2025 marked a historic turning point in Somaliland's modern history with the achievement of the first formal international recognition by United Nations member states. Others will follow suit to acknowledge the undeniable reality that the people of Somaliland have built over the past 3 decades. Recognition simply affirms what the people of Somaliland have known all along, that Somaliland is a sovereign country with legitimacy, with capacity, and the responsibility expected from a modern state. Distinguished guests, as we gather here tonight, there is a profound sense of global uncertainty. The world is witnessing major conflicts and geopolitical tensions, including the ongoing war between Russia, Ukraine, the conflict in the Persian Gulf, regional instability, and growing economic uncertainty affecting global markets, energy supplies, trade routes, and investment confidence. We also live in a time when there is increasing concern regarding the gradual erosion of the rules-based international order. But such developments do not happen overnight. They evolve gradually through inconsistency, selective application of principles, and the normalization of unequal treatment within the international system. The credibility and rules-based order depends on fairness and consistency. That means recognition for Somaliland and recognition for Taiwan. Regardless of the principles and size and political influence, the rules should be the same nevertheless. And for decades, the international community has witnessed situations where political realities and the clearly expressed aspirations of peoples have not been treated consistently. As I said, two clear examples are Somaliland and Taiwan. Both have demonstrated the practical realities and responsibilities associated with modern statehood, and both have meaningfully contributed to the international community. Yet, despite these achievements, both have remained excluded from the full international recognition and participation, to the detriment, I believe, of the international community itself. These examples remind us that international norms are rarely weakened by a single dramatic event. Rules are gradually bent, expectations become normalized, inconsistencies become tolerated, and over time, confidence in international systems begins to erode. In the long term, this inevitably leads to instability and conflict. It is therefore incumbent on all of us, all nations, to recommit ourselves to fairness, consistency, and respect for the legitimate aspirations of peoples. A stable international system cannot endure indefinitely if the principles perceived to apply differently depending on the political circumstances or convenience. So in this regard, the partnership between Somaliland and Taiwan demonstrates a different model, one based on mutual respect, shared values, and constructive cooperation between two responsible nations, peace-loving nations. So as we commemorate this historic event, we also would like to honor the sacrifices of our martyrs, the courage of our veterans, the wisdom of our elders, and all of those who contributed to building our nation. This anniversary is not only a celebration of the past, but also the beginning of a new chapter for Somaliland's history. one defined by greater international engagement, stronger partnerships, and deeper cooperation with friends around the world. As we look forward to Somaliland's future, Somaliland remains committed to peace, regional and global cooperation, economic development, and continued constructive engagement with the rest of the international community. So allow me, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Somaliland, to extend my sincere gratitude to all our friends and partners. That's all of you and many others around the world who continue to stand with Somaliland and support our ideals and aspirations. And finally, on this historic occasion, let us celebrate not only 35 years of restored independence, but also the enduring spirit of a proud nation that refused to surrender its identity, its dignity, and its future. And I'm also proud to say we have that in common with this wonderful country that is Taiwan. Long live the Republic of Somaliland. Long live the friendship between Somaliland, Taiwan, and all our friends across the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.